Welcome back, Wastelanders, to the next episode in the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. You probably know by now that all the hard work we've done so far, yeah, it was all just a simulation. Thanks, Institute. What could they possibly want with a guy like me? Well, clearly our mission to rebuild the Commonwealth really rattled them, and that's why we can't stop now. If rebuilding the Commonwealth freaks them out so much, we must be doing something right. So let's keep bringing prosperity to the settlers out here. It's what we're good at. But whoa! Let me slow down for a moment. Because if you're saying to yourself right now, Matt, what the heck are you talking about? Where's the beautiful bed and breakfast over at Ten Pines? How are the folks over at Zamonja's Rest? The Abernathy Farmers Market? Sorry, folks, you heard right. All a heinous plot by the Institute. Which means you might need to catch up by checking out the last episode where this massive plot twist was revealed by clicking on the link above. If you are new here, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that thumbs up, and checking out all the other content as well as joining me and other WRU community members live on the last Tuesday of the month for evening community streams of WRU and Sim Settlements 2. Now, with the formalities taken care of, here's the thing. All the friends we made in the simulation, they're gone. But don't worry, we've already got a new ally, and he's just as excited to rebuild as we are. The weird part? We don't know his name yet, but for some reason, he's really keen on rebuilding right here in Sanctuary. And you know what? It's just as important to us. So, we'll start by setting up some solid defenses to protect everyone. Today, we're going to organize the settlement into boroughs, making travel easy for settlers and visitors. Oh, and of course, we're throwing in some walls, guard towers, gates, giving anyone, especially the Institute, a good reason to think twice about messing with Sanctuary. This place, however, is a junkyard. So what are we waiting for? Let's get our hands dirty and clean this mess up. Oh, the gang and I just wrapped up scrapping as much as we could here in Sanctuary, and let me tell you, there's a lot of junk to go around. But we're making progress. We've even started laying out some dividing walls for the different boroughs we've been talking about. The idea is pretty simple. When settlers and visitors come into Sanctuary, they'll first hit the retail district. Picture friendly shopkeepers and bustling stores welcoming folks in. From there, Sanctuary splits off into the residential area, a government district for all the serious business, and finally, an industrial section down by the water where the real heavy lifting gets done. We're aiming for a Main Street feel here, you know, something that guides settlers into their designated zones while also tying in everything into like one big functional community. Think of it like a little slice of civilization in the wasteland. Now, before we get too carried away, let's focus on a proper entrance right here to Sanctuary. It's got to be welcoming to all, but we're no fools. Guard towers are going up too, making sure everyone feels safe and keeping any troublemakers from even thinking about crossing us. Let's get to work. All right, so time to get to work. Enough rest and relaxation. Really needed to take a load off after all that scrapping with the gang. So we'll actually get rid of this chair. So this Sanctuary Hills sign, not too worried about keeping this for our entrance. So what we're going to do is create something that's as warm and welcoming in terms of the scrap that we have, but also create two guard posts that guard the front gate so that anyone coming inside knows this is a safe place for its residents, but also we're doing our best to keep any riffraff or trouble from coming, through our walls. So let's go ahead into the barn section. And what we're going to do is we're going to create using these double wide barn doors. We might have to play around with the placing here, but I'm going to use these double barn doors as a means to store this one. Let's bring this one up a little bit as a means to create a front entrance. I don't really want to use the junk fence or anything like that because I don't want it to look too junky. I want it to have that wasteland feel, but I don't want it to look almost like Raider junk-esque. So that actually looks pretty good. And we'll grab these doors. I guess one could be in the not so greatest condition and the other one will be in, I guess, better condition. And we'll give these guys, let's open them up. There we go. They open from the correct side. Perfect. So we'll keep them open for the most part. I don't think these barn doors are going to completely keep out any trespassers or attacks, but the guards are our first line of defense, not necessarily the doors. So with that, I'm going to create, or my goal here is to create a catwalk that goes between the two guard posts. So we're going to throw these two floors up here, and then we're going to connect these concrete risers here, and that should look good in terms of the spacing on the floor. That actually works out really well. And I'm not 100% sure if this is, that's not, actually that came out really good, but the goal here is to not be able to get through. No wedging, no corners, nothing like that, and it worked perfectly. I can't believe it. So with that set up, it's time to set up some scaffolding so that our guards can actually make it up to their posts. So we're just going to actually work on one side. I mean, I'd go back and forth between the two, but I actually want to see how it turns out. And then what I can do is just kind of mirror image the other side. But let's focus on the one and just really kind of flesh it out. So we'll grab the scaffolding floor to extend the guard post. And then what we're going to do is head back over to warehouse floors. And let's extend this out so that we can put a staircase up. I just realized that this is I do want the warehouse stairs. I'm just wondering if I want the warehouse floor or if I want the barn floor. I actually don't mind that it's different. It's that the symmetry doesn't have to be symmetrical. Actually, I kind of like the way this looks. And then what I'm going to do is I want to build a roof. Now, the mods, my mod loadout has definitely changed going from PC to Xbox, and I don't have nearly as much a space or room in Fallout to create that massive mod list. But I love that I'm kind of sticking to some of the vanilla building for the most part, other than the Sim Settlements mod that we have connected. So what we'll do here is we're going to create I'm going to store these shack walls. I don't want to get rid of them totally, but I want to create a canopy or a roof here for the guard post so that, they're at least protected somewhat by the elements. But I love this cloth look because, we're just starting off. We're kind of using what we have, and then maybe over time and any kind of modifications or fixes can be made. So we've got this going on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create almost like a half wall. So we're going to go over to wood miscellaneous, and I'm going to create, let's take a look at this and see what it looks like so far. Yeah, that is weird. That roof is floating there, but I think it's all going to come together. And then having that piece there kind of protects the guards the best we can. We're going to throw up a guard post in a moment, but let's now create pillars. Now, I do have place anywhere on the Xbox side, but it doesn't work nearly, I don't want to say as well, because that's not true, but it doesn't work the same as it does on PC. So we're going to grab these posts, and I shouldn't have a problem because I use this foundation, and these posts sink into the foundation. Once you go onto this wood floor, they snap on, but they do sink into the foundation. So we can sort of like fake our way through these posts, and they should work real nicely in kind of giving the impression that this is support. Let's lift this one up. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, it should give this nice impression that it's holding up this roof piece for us. Let's throw this one down, and then from here we'll lift. Oh no. Oh, here we go. There we go. Up. Ah. Come on. Come on. It was green. Up. Let's get it over a little bit. Good enough. We'll throw this one down as well. Let's not fall off our guard post because we don't have a medic yet. So my goodness, we don't want to get hurt too bad. And from here, we should be good to just go straight up. No, of course not. Yep. Nope. 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 That was good. Good enough for me. This looks awesome. So actually, let's hop down the stairs. And from the back end, looks real good. But from the front end, when people walk into the settlement, how do we see this? That's exactly what I was sort of looking for. So that works out perfectly. Actually, I really like this. And we'll create almost like a little station for the guards. You know, maybe some ammo, maybe some supplies like underneath here. And so we'll get our first guard post going. I bet you with sim settlements, or at least some of these settlers, I bet you somebody is going to assign themselves to the guard post. And I do have plans for how I want to do that, but let's at least. Are these the? Oh yeah, right now these are the only two posts we have. See, I'm so used to having so much more, and we are straight vanilla right now, and we haven't even started on adventuring out. We haven't really even left the sanctuary area other than Concord to go save those people from the museum, from the raiders, and then that stranger of ours. So I think the pathing should be pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm wondering though, I do want to cover that up and kind of hide some of that nastiness from the guard post. So if we head into wood, oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Oh, so interesting how that one doesn't snap. We don't have to necessarily keep it uniform, but that some of them aren't snapping and others are. So let's throw this one here. And I don't think it needs, I mean, I don't really think it needs to go on this side. You know what I mean? I think that would be okay. So I just wanted to kind of hide it from here when we're walking on this post. So that looks pretty good from this angle. I do like that. And maybe we can get some posts. Do we need a post down here, or do you think the stairs are enough to sort of give the impression that this is being held up? Because I know we can attach posts to this. I mean, we might as well just see what it looks like. One. See, we don't want to waste. There's not a lot of space to build here. So I think we're going to, instead of putting down more to add to our size limit. I think just the stairs and being connected to this beam should be, or this post or this floor, raised floor here, should be enough to, you know, create enough support to walk on here, or at least make it look like that, right? So that is one guard tower and pretty much the skeleton of the guard tower down. Let's go ahead and add that second guard tower now and just kind of do like a mirror image. Okay, there it is, man. The mirror image worked out. I mean, a few things had to be changed a little bit. We extended out a little bit differently over on this side than that side. Still running with that cloth theme, though. You know, we're doing the best we can. We want to preserve our wood and metal and stuff like that. But 2 guard towers came out perfect. So what I want to actually do is I'm going to throw up. Can we? What the? Oh, we can't scrap this. Oh wait, we're not in workshop mode. Let's fix that. And hey, we can use some of this metal. Look at that, 6 steel from a mailbox. We'll take it. So, oh hey there. Yeah, I know people are a little upset about the beds. You are assigned to guard duty. See, I knew it because I didn't assign you to be a guard, but that's okay. You do your thing. So this is what I was talking about. Like I kind of just threw this wall up. Me and the gang, figured this like opening area here is going to be where we build that, that district in terms of stores and shops and commerce. And then through this area, we're going to have our residential area. But what I want to do is I want to recycle these machine gun turrets. So we're going to grab them and let's run on down and see. It's good to have guards here, but I think these turrets might also be super helpful. So a couple of ideas. One, right on top of here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, we're going to put that one here, right? And that fits perfectly. Oh my gosh. That fits perfectly right on that original stone pillar. And then if I come up, I'm going to grab this turret. And I'm going to throw this one over on the side of the new guard post. Up, a little higher, because I want to just take a step back and look and compare. And do I like them? Do I like them up high next to the guard tower? Or do I like them down low on those original pillars? Let's go take a look. Where did you? Well, hey, listen, I'm glad you took the initiative, but I wasn't necessarily going to assign you there. Dang it, I actually don't know. I can't tell. Can't really tell if I like, one or the other. You know what I'll do? Since nobody will be walking on these stones, let's put the gun turrets on the stones, at least for now. Me and the gang can always move it around if we see fit, but I don't want this to I don't want to deal with any pathing issues or, if somebody all of a sudden can't move through the area. So we'll throw these here for now, at least for now. Yeah. And if we jump down, nice uniform look. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then, oh, look at that. She's doing exactly what, she's supposed to do and go between the two. But yeah, we're technically going to have 2 guards posted here. So we want to keep this not necessarily covered, but we want to keep this closed off. And so I'm wondering, do we want full walls here? Or do we want just those half walls, right? These balcony railings. So will the doors throw us off? Doors might throw us off. What if we can do walls there and that doesn't throw us off per se, but walls are covered and I don't want it completely covered, and there's no good open walls. These are cool, but to attach them out there like that is not necessarily what I want. I'd rather it be brought in. I wonder if it would be cool. Let's actually grab this and throw this down here. And I wonder if it would be cool. Can we do this? Wait, why is it going on that side? I don't want it on that side. It's facing the wrong way. It is facing the wrong way. I wonder why it's doing that. I don't know. I'm not here to ask. I'm not going to ask the questions. Let's see if we can force it in there. So can we put like, let's throw down a half floor. And then can we force this prefab in the way I want it to fit in? Maybe not. Oh, no, not the prefabs. It was a wall. No. I think it has to do with these doors. You know what I mean? I think it has to do with those. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So what if we did one on each side like this? I don't really like that though, because maybe I do like that actually. And then this should be able to just kind of go back. Oh, look at that. It kind of doesn't go back. We move the door. Oh, now we're turning things into a mess. Oh, nope, there it goes. And then the door goes back, and yeah, like, oh, now we're really experimenting. The roof line looks weird because we set those roofs up higher. What does it look like from the back? No, scrap the idea. Ah! That was kind of funny. I'm sorry. I had to. I just wanted to. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you're just trying to do your job, but like, I had to. So, let's, I guess we'll kind of go with, yeah, it doesn't necessarily need roofing. It doesn't need to be covered, but I do want it to be protected. So let's go back to the wood and go back to the miscellaneous. We'll have, throw a little bit of a different type of texture up along this wall. Yeah, it just gives that bridge. That's the effect I'm looking for. I want it to be a bridge, and it doesn't have to be covered. It's just going to be this part right here. This is what's going to be a little tricky. So we're going to have to move these doorways out. And then we'll push them back in. So let's grab them and just kind of move them off. Oh, really? That's disappointing. All right. That's a little disappointing. How about this, Preston? Stay put. Stay in here, and everything's going to be okay. It's safe in here. All right. The pathing here looks good. Should we continue with the same? No. I do like changing it up just a little bit, but what we'll do is we will throw this one in here. Yeah, we'll go back and forth a little bit. Ooh, a nice level up is always appreciated. And then we might have to move the doors. So we'll throw this door here. We'll lean the doors up against these posts, and hopefully they don't fall into the water. And then snap, and then the door shouldn't be a. I think I went to the wrong. I don't even remember which. I don't remember what side the doors went on. This door, I think I flipped it. We're gonna have to. You know what we're gonna have to do? Let's store the door. Store it and we'll head back to them. Because I don't even remember where I got them from. We'll go to barn. back to our doors. And we had this one. Oh, you. Not cool. Not cool, not cool, not cool. Yeah, they kind of do go right through. That's like a little bit of a... That's a little bit of a bummer. So, what if we... Oh, look at that. It's not even... Oh, there's that one. Maybe we were just putting it on the wrong side. So that works, but now this doesn't. So I think we're going to have to, at least the way we're playing the game right now, I think we're going to have to make a decision on, do we want doors or do we not want doors? I think the doors make sense. I think the doors make sense. We got to figure out how we want to get railings up here. The railings are important too. We don't want anybody to fall off. No. Nope, don't do that. Let's open them up. This should have been okay. This is what I originally was working on. And this... Oh, no, it's... Okay, 1, 2... And then shouldn't this go right back in? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out. I knew everything would work out. So let's put this here and let's just keep going. 1. Well, it's not exactly... Wait, that's not exactly how I had it. But I think that's okay. No, it's not okay. No. Let's move this back. I didn't want these next to each other because then I could have just used... Let's go like this. Like it's supposed to be like, not necessarily an every other, but it's just... Yeah, I guess that's what it is, every other. Oh, and that snaps in. Perfect. That's it. That's it. And our guard tower and entrance into Sanctuary is now complete. So our first 2 guard towers are all set. And I guess now the next mission is to start adding more protection and guard towers into the other boroughs and districts. Let's go ahead into the entrance of the residential section and take a look at what we want to do there. All right, so standing here, you see a random just wall behind me. And this is what I was talking about, that me and the gang, when we kind of took a layout of the land, decided to make these little markers of where we wanted a new borough or district to start and where we wanted another one to end. And so where this wall marker is where we would like the commerce or business section to kind of bleed into the residential section of Sanctuary. So here in front of us, you see all of the space. These old pre-war buildings, old Paul and the gang took a look at them, see how sound the structures were, and we're not very confident in the way they're still standing. As a matter of fact, they look way more decrepit than anything else, and I think we would use too much resources in order to stabilize it than to build our own structures. So for now, at least, we're gonna leave these pieces alone. And so looking straight ahead at the main guard towers into the entrance of Sanctuary, here is where we want to enter into the residence neighborhood or the residence section. So we're gonna just go ahead and actually just store this wall. And what we'd like to do is, instead of building like full-blown guard towers at an entrance into the section, we'd like to create almost like a checkpoint. Now, the checkpoint isn't necessarily like you have to check in, but it's just a place where a friendly guard can be situated to get to know the residents and stuff like that, and just be another friendly face when walking through the different parts of the neighborhood. And that allows people to not only feel safe, but it allows newcomers to feel like, hey, if we're trying anything, we better think twice, because this place has really set themselves up for success. So we're going to create foundations. We don't have a lot of foundations left, but we're going to create right here like a like I said, like almost like a checkpoint. So let's go 1, 2, and what I want to do, or what I would like to do, is let's see if it can be done. Not 100% sure, but if I put a piece here and I put a piece here, can I throw in this into the middle? Yes, I can. Damn. And oh no, I don't like how that. So let's go ahead and store this shack floor, because I want almost like this T shape. Let's see if we can grab it and move it forward. I guess just a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a good space for it. So I don't want to lose the wall. We're still stuck a little bit. So let's actually pull it out a little bit more. There we go. And so that gives us, oh, it's still, let's actually, you know what? Let's go from the back. There it is. I just don't want it like to have any issues with, you know, it digging into the ground too much. But let's see what that looks like. And if it gets weird with the walls and the spacing, what we'll end up doing is we'll do like almost like an, you know what? I think it is going to get weird with the spacing. Let's just go with that L shape. Because I have an idea for this, and actually let's put this right here. Yeah, that's even better. So we're going to go with this L shape, and I got something planned for the back half and then something for the side. So let's get up some walls. You can actually put, see, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. It must be sticking too much into the ground, or maybe that is in the way. So we'll bring it a little bit closer into the street. Can we get this back? Yeah, there we go. So we'll throw that wall up there. And where do we want someone to enter into the main building? We'll put it right here. So let's put a door frame here on the side back entrance. Yeah, right there is good, I think. Right there is good. It is a little weird how it dips down, but if we throw out a little staircase, it shouldn't look too strange. No, I think that's okay. Yep, somebody's already bringing Brahmin to us. Okay, so let's get a... How do we want to... How do we want to create almost like a look of... Well, I got an idea. Let's do the other walls first before we get too much into what the front window per se would look like, where that security guard would stand greeting people into the residential section. So let's change up some of the way the textures look. I think giving this here, right on the side, and then we can throw up maybe this wood wall back here. If it, we probably should have put that one up first. That's what we'll have to do. So let's put this here for now, and we'll have to go around some, like, oh, you know what it is? It might be this one that's in the way. Let's drop that here. And maybe now we can stick it in? No. Yep, we had it. There we go. I wonder if that's going to mess around at all. No, but I like how that back entrance is kind of hidden, because nobody needs to really get into this other than the guard that's stationed here. And this will be their area right here. Oh, that is just terrible looking. It really is. So let's see what we can do now. Let's throw some of these walls on the back up. I think we'll just throw some. I think we'll just throw some regular walls on. Let's go 1, 2, like that. Yeah, right. So that entrance is hidden, you know, and it's got a little space and they can walk in. And then we're going to have to get ourselves a little bit fancy. So let's actually work on, let's see if we can work on the roof part. If we put a roof here and here, we can just have this facing the opposite direction. And that now caps off the roof, and that leaves this part open for us. And so what we want to do is we want this to be halfway open so that, like, you know, Preston, for example, when walking by, is greeted by this guard. And then what we're going to do is we'll extend out to really cut off that entrance. So how do we want to do this? My idea, right, is like these pillars, and to be able to have like, well, we're going to have to use a guard tower per se, right? But I just love the shape of these pillars, but when you stick them in there, I don't like how it hangs. There's no foundation underneath. Can you put foundations under these things? Let's experiment a little bit. Let's experiment a little bit. I don't want to lose. Do we have one that's available? No, I don't think you can put foundation underneath it because you can't put them. Well, let's hold off for now. So let's follow my original idea, but this time, instead of using the metal posts, I want to go to barn and I want to use the wood posts. Oh, nope, not here. And can we, because it's foundation? No, it doesn't sink into this foundation. That's weird. I thought it would. Maybe if I got rid of the roof? No, it's snapping. But if we go to the metal ones, I wonder if it doesn't sink into this foundation because it's the wood floor. Let's go to the metal warehouse ones and see if those sink into the, no, they don't. So it must be, I guess it must be the other foundational pieces. What if we move this over? What if we grabbed this foundation piece? Let's slide this in here. We don't have a lot left because of all the concrete is the problem that we're working with. And then if we head over to barn originally, because I want the wood. Yeah, the wood one goes in there. So we're going to have to switch it up because I really want to make sure. So we're going to store this because I do still want to use it eventually, but we need to make sure that those foundational pieces allow us to sink in. So let's go with this. And it is weird that we have the wood back there, but let's keep it for now because we are low on concrete. We're going to have to start making caps. A lot of that money that we had in that simulation is gone, and we are in desperate need of some caps because money still rules out here in the wasteland, no matter if it's pre-war or post-war. We don't have a lot of it. So although we're missing some friends, although we're missing some companions, we are really missing that money as well. So let's use this. Can we get it in a place? That's not bad. What if we did this? But do we need to put it here? So I'm going to put it there for now, but look how covered up it is. Maybe what we want to do is put it in the middle. And if we put it in the middle, that looks like it's being held up by the walls, and there's a separation between these two spots right here. I think that's kind of like what I want. And so from here, what if we added, let's go to structures. Let's go to fencing. Which one do I want to put down? I actually want to put this one down. 1, 2. And then what I'm trying to do is get this to go above it to make it look like it's screened in. So I'm like, wow, why is this not working for me? And now I realize I know why. So let's see if this works the way I want it to work. So here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Here we go. So it's still, gosh, it's sadly not freaking long enough. Not long enough. I'm looking for like I want the person to have like a screen in front of them, right? So that somebody can't like reach in type of thing. But it's just not as long as it can or should be, which is upsetting me. Maybe I can put a post there, but like that's the effect I'm going with, where it's like kind of screened in. But it needs to go, clearly it needs to go higher. I mean, I can probably get another one on top of it. All right. I say we try this. Let's store this. Let's store this. And let's try to go to the fencing again. Do they have one that doesn't? Here, they have this one. Perfect. This would be better. And maybe I can get 2 next to each other. That's exactly how we're going to pull this off. Okay, ready? So we're going to go 1. Let's pull this back because I think we're too close. And then we'll get one higher. Yeah, let's try it. Here we go. So come back. Here we go. It's taking. It's taking. This is going to look cool. If we can just get it in a little bit into this post here. How's this looking? I think that's floating out too much. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, it's like it's kind of perfect. So there's that. And we'll just screen in. Just I wish it went higher. But let's grab another screen. We're gonna have to get this real low. Okay. There we go. We got this. Come on, baby. Two. Oh, I wonder how much we can overlap. That looks so cool. Okay, this is going to be cool, right? It's like, oh, wow. Oh, no. It's like so off. So off. How off is off? It's like too off. Let's try that again. Let's try it one more time. Angle is... That's a tough angle to see. I can't even see anything. Let's... Oh boy. What does this look like? Is like that... I can't tell if that's good or not. Oh, wow. It's so off, but like, I wonder if it really, like, let's keep going. Maybe it doesn't necessarily matter. Let's try another one. You know? Let's try another one and see if we can keep going over. Oh, look at that. It doesn't even, that's weird. It doesn't even know I have it. It's like not even picking up that it's like part of it. That's never happened to me before. Oh my gosh, this is looking wild. But because the fencing is so thin, maybe it doesn't matter? Like, oh, now it's all green again. So before it didn't even recognize that it was holding it. There's just so, let's see how silly this looks. Let's get out of, I mean, there's a lot of metal, there's a lot of wire, but like you can't, you know what I mean? You can't really tell. And it's doing the trick. It's doing the trick. You know, the facade is that it's covered up, and that's the facade I was going with. So I think I kind of like it. I think it's going to stay just for now. And so if we put this here, we might not even need this here. Right? Oh, we had something going real nice. Let's drop it there. Oh, what happened? Oh, actually, that's not too bad. I just want it brought up more. We had it. What happened? Oh. Oh. Drop it. That looks good. That looks real good. Real good. I like this, and then this is going to be covered up. But do we, like, maybe we don't even need that post there. We can probably just get rid of the post if we want to just put up a wall. Now, I know there's this concrete wall, right, that's got this on it, but I don't have a lot of concrete, and two, I didn't want to use concrete. I want to use a lot of wood. We scrapped a lot of wood, and I'm trying to preserve the concrete. And even in the lore, I'm trying to preserve what little concrete we have that we can break down. So heading back to wood, we might not even need this pillar here. We might not even be able to put this wall here with a pillar here. No, we definitely can't. Actually, we might not be able to, we can put like a cap on, but I think we can remove this pillar. What would a cap look like? Yeah, a cap could be a nice little, oh man, I wish that worked better. But I don't want that there anyway. I just don't want a cap. I don't want a cap sticking out too far. No, these all go out too far. No, and because of that pillar there, I don't think we're sticking anyway. Oh, that could be a good one. That could be a good one. Kind of goes along with the wiring. It makes it look like the wire runs through. Let's throw that down and kind of see what it looks like. Yes. Kind of terrible looking, but kind of terrible looking indeed. Let's get rid of this. I don't really want that. I mean, my original idea was like to have a gate so it could open and close to this gate. And to understand why. But I just like the gate. It's just too small. The gate's too small. I thought the gates were bigger. So let's leave that bare for now. Let's leave that bare for now. Let's throw in our guard post. Let's make sure that we can wedge that guard post in there. We don't want to do this and like have it like kind of like all for naught. So we'll drop it in. And let's get it as close as we possibly can. Looks like that's as close as we can go. But I do like that. We'll add some lights and stuff in there so it doesn't look too dark. But this is our nice little checkpoint. And so actually before we cap this wall, I think a good idea is to build our little entrance through it. So actually let's see if we can do that now. And we don't want a roof, although we might have to move that roof. But we're going to look for the upper floors. And I probably should have done this first. Let's take this roof off for a moment. Because now I just had this wild idea. It's the guard post, man. It's the guard post. Let's take this roof off as well. It's, oh, not the guard post. It's the post that I put here. This post right here. Let's throw that there. Will this connect? No, it won't. Maybe we need to take this roof off. But if we take this roof off, it won't go back on. So be careful. Leave that roof alone. There we go. We kind of have to like manipulate it a little bit. Play around with the system. Kind of trick Bethesda into thinking that it works. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll just store that one for a second. And then oh, come on. Will it not connect here? Let's do this. Let's just keep going with this idea of tricking it. Like kind of forcing it. So we'll bring that one back. We'll bring that one back and then bam. Okay, so now we're going across. Are these facing the same direction? Yeah, they are. There we go. All right. Oh, calm down. Calm down. That's not what I asked it to do. Cool. Yeah, so you still need to walk through. There's going to be some sort of passageway, and this is where you're going to check in. Now, how I'm going to cover this, I'm still kind of... It got a little finicky here. So the roof... Actually, we might be able to get rid of this. Might be able to get rid of this and put this roof back on. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can... Yep, we can. Perfect. Boom. So we'll store that because we'll definitely be using the upper shacks. We'll store that because we'll definitely need the roof. And so far, that looks pretty good. Now, what do we want holding this up? Because we want guard access. So where's that second layer stair? Miscellaneous? No. It's not under stairs? It's not under stairs. Where is that? Floors? Oh, it's a floor with the staircase built in. So that, yeah, that connects perfect. Ah, darn it. I'm gonna get annoyed because the floorboards are not facing the same way. So can we flip these? Nope. No, we can't. Let's not mess with a good thing, guys. I mean, we are gonna mess with a good thing. Let's see if we can do this. Darn it! I wanted the stairs coming in from this side, but Yeah, I do. I want the stairs coming in from this side. Let's take a look and see how bad it looks with things fit. Oh, no. No! Why? 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 We'll have to fix that. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, this is great news. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness this worked out perfectly. Yes. And here's the access for the guards up here. Looking good. They can walk right down. Now, the problem is that they're not going to be able to hop up this. That's annoying. That's annoying. And the stairs aren't even centered? Rough. Rough. So rough. So rough. Yeah, the stairs, like, I really want them to walk straight across. And then straight down. They shouldn't have to turn. Let's see if we turn it. Yeah, but it can path. So what we'll do is it's a bummer. It is. Can they do it from this direction? Yeah, they will be able to. All right, I have an idea that we'll use to fix that. But we're gonna have to. I think we'll just check that out next time. It is getting pretty late, but the idea here, folks, is like I said, it's a checkpoint just to get into the other part of, or the other district or borough of Sanctuary. Look at that. The pathing works perfectly because everyone pretty much walks down this street, hence why we'll call it Main Street. And yeah, from there, we'll pick it up next time and we will continue our efforts working on this. We are running low on supplies though. Let's actually just jump into workshop mode. Yeah, I mean, wood, we're still pretty good on wood and things are decent with steel, but concrete is going to be coming up, especially with the foundations and lowering things into the foundations. And the concrete is definitely a problem. And so we're going to need to start doing a few things to produce some caps. And I think what we'll be able to do is, you know, continue working with this strange guy that seems to be, gosh, just as interested, if not even more interested, in rebuilding the Commonwealth as I am here at the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. So glad to be getting in, diving back in. This new place is incredible. I know off in the distance, I saw the water tower, the Concord water tower, and I know the Abernathy farm is right over there. So I'm also anxious to get back there and see, you know, how the real Blake Abernathy and family are doing, and hopefully their fortunes are maybe even better than they are or than they were in the simulation. But guys, thank you so much for joining me here. Sanctuary is really going to take hold. We're going to have to get some more materials, like I said, before really completing this structure, but also working with this stranger and this new group of settlers with the ASAMs so that they too can help with the rebuilding efforts in this small little settlement. Well, actually, it's a pretty big settlement known as Sanctuary, as well as expanding our reach to other places and really taking off and helping others. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to catching you in the next community live stream of the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union with the Sim Settlements 2 mod helping lead the way and to continue building this settlement here at Sanctuary. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.